I pulled over when the rain got hard. Couldn't see beyond the hood. Wipers going back and forth. Barely doing any good. Found a shoulder by the highway. Put the old car into park. Rain kept beating on the rooftop. Little after 12 o'clock. I pulled over when the rain got hard. Turned the radio down low. Headlights shining through the water, with nowhere I had to go. Then I remembered what you tell me: slow down, you can't see a thing. I pulled over when the rain got hard. Waited out the rain. You never liked me driving fast. Special nights like this, one hand holding to the door, the other pointing through the glass. I'd say I've been driving 40 years. You'd say then you ought to know. I'd ease my foot up off the gas, just enough to make you smile. I pulled over when the rain got hard, and left there by myself. Could almost see you in that seat, telling me to slow it down. Passenger side was empty, but I knew exactly what you'd say. I pulled over when the rain got hard. First time I ever listened. Driver waited there a while, and the rain came down much softer, and he pulled back on the highway. I started up the engine, had my hand there on the gear, then looked across that empty seat and said, "All right, I hear you." Funny what comes back in bad weather. Not the big things that we said, just you telling me to slow down, and me pretending I knew best. let the faster cars move on. Rain was barely on the windshield by the time I reached my street. I pulled over when the rain got hard. Guess you finally got through to me. I slowed down, took me long enough. One warm and perfect final bend. Very subtle rain remains outside. Natural ending, no fade. Your umbrella's still behind the door, black one with the wooden handle. Been leaning in that corner longer than I care to count. I was heading to the mailbox, rain was coming down again. Reached behind the old coat rack and pulled your umbrella out. Your umbrella's still behind the door. I don't know why it stayed. Maybe I just stopped seeing it, sitting there from day to day. I opened it out on the porch, one spoke still bent the same. Your umbrella's still behind the door. Tonight I used it in the rain. You bought it downtown one September, after losing two that year. Said this one's too damn ugly, nobody's gonna steal it here. I told you it looked alright. You said that's because you're cheap, then wrote your name inside the strap, like that would make a difference. Your umbrella's still behind the door, your name's still on the strap. Ink has faded round the edges, but I knew your handwriting. I walked down toward the mailbox, rain tapping overhead. Your umbrella's still behind the door, but tonight it came with me. Nothing waiting in the mailbox, just a bill and something junk. So I stood there by the roadside while the rain came down soft. On the way back to the house, wind caught one side pretty hard. That same bench spoke, turned inside out, just like it used to do. I laughed and pushed it back in place. said, still doing that, huh? For years I thought I'd have to choose what stays and what should go. Turns out some things just sit there till the night you need them. Still behind the door, dripping on the kitchen floor. I drive that old wooden handle, left it open by the porch. Tomorrow when the rain is over, I'll fold it up again. Your umbrella's still behind the door. That's all right with me. Ugly old thing, you were right. Nobody stole it. Warm and perfect final bend. Very subtle rain outside. Natural ending, no fade. I left the porch light on tonight. My daughter said she'd be home late. Said, Dad, don't sit up waiting. I said, I won't. You know me. Little after 1, I checked the window, then pretended I had not. Turned the television lower and left the porch light on. I left the porch light on tonight. Same light you left on for me. All those years I came home late and found it shining through the trees. I used to say, you worry too much. You'd say, maybe let me be. I left the porch light on tonight. Guess it finally came around to me. Rain kept falling past 2:30. Her car still wasn't in the drive. I picked my phone up twice, then put it down both times. She's grown, she knows the highway. She's got children of her own. Still I walked out to the front room every time headlights came along. porch light on tonight. Didn't call and didn't ask, just watch the rain along the window and let every minute pass. Funny how I understand you better now than I did then. I left the porch light on tonight and checked that road again. I heard her pulling slowly in the drive. She came through the door all wet. Said, "Dad, why are you still up?" I looked over at the television, said, "Couldn't sleep, that's all." She smiled like she didn't believe me, hung her coat there in the hall. She said, you left the light on." I said, "Must have forgot." She kissed my cheek and said goodnight. I didn't tell her she was right. I left the porch light on tonight till I knew she'd made it home. Then I reached beside the doorway and finally turned it off. House went dark and rain kept falling. I stood there for a little while. I left the porch light on tonight. Now I know why you always did. I know now. Took me long enough. Warm, slightly imperfect final bend. Rain very distant. Natural ending, no fade. I saw him waiting at the bus stop, little after 1:30. Rain blowing underneath the shelter. Last bus must have already gone. Had a brown coat soaked at the shoulders and some flowers in his hand. I drove another half a block, then backed up where he stood. He was standing at the bus stop in the rain, holding flowers to his chest. I rolled the passenger window down, said, "You waiting on somebody?" He shook his head and gave a smile, said, "Just trying to get across town." Standing at the bus stop in the rain. So I said, "Come on, get in." He put the flowers on his knees, said, "Sorry about your seat." I said, "It's only water." Turned a little more heat on. Asked him where he needed going. He said, "County Hospital. My wife's getting off at 2, 41 years today." He'd been standing at the bus stop in the rain with 6 roses wrapped in paper. Said, "Used to buy 12 of these back when money wasn't tighter." Then he laughed and touched the petals. Said, "She'll complain, they're all half dead." He'd been standing at the bus stop in the rain just to meet her after work. Couple minutes after 2, he saw her through the sliding doors and straightened up those flowers. She came out wearing blue scrubs, looked at him and shook her head, then took those wet old roses and kissed him on the cheek. He turned and waved back through the rain. I waved and drove away. Never even got his name. Didn't need it, I suppose. 41 years in the pouring rain with 6 half-drowned roses. Headed back toward home. Heat was running in the old car, radio playing low. Don't know what they did that morning, don't know where their years had gone. But I saw 6 roses in her hand when I turned on to the road. 41 years, 6 roses. Yeah, that's something. Warm and perfect final blend. Very subtle rain outside. Natural ending, no fade. Rain found me at the red light, downtown just before 2. Wipers dragging across the windshield, streetlights bleeding through. Young man ran across the corner with his jacket overhead. Girl was waiting underneath an awning, laughing when he got there wet. The rain found me at the red light. I watched those two run by. He put his jacket on her shoulders, she pulled him underneath it too. Light turned green behind me. Somebody tapped their horn. The rain found me at the red light and took me back a while. I remember running like that when a little rain was nothing. Didn't care about my good shoes, didn't own good shoes back then. $20 in my pocket, half a tank and nowhere planned. Thought the night went on forever, thought I had forever too. The rain found me at the red light, with both hands on the wheel. For a minute I was 23, with nowhere I had to be. Then another horn behind me brought me back to where I was. The rain found me at the red light. I laughed and drove along. Caught him at the next intersection, walking underneath one coat. He was soaked from head to shoulders, she was trying not to laugh. They turned down toward the station, never knew I saw a thing. I kept going through the city with the heater blowing warm. I don't want those years back, not all of them anyway. Just forgot how long a night could feel when morning seemed so far away. Followed me halfway home. I let the younger drivers pass me, didn't mind taking it slow. Maybe nights don't last forever, never really did, I guess. The rain found me at the red light and reminded me I'd had mine. $23, half a tank. me. One slow imperfect final bend, very subtle rain outside, natural ending, no fade. I saw my father in the rearview mirror, waiting at a red light in the rain. Something in the way my eyes looked tired, something in the silver at my temples. I leaned a little closer, then laughed and shook my head. Light turned green before I noticed. Cars were waiting there behind me. I saw my father in the rearview mirror. For a second there was him, same lines running by the eyes, same gray coming through the chin. Used to swear I'd never look like him. He'd laugh and say, just wait. I saw my father in the rearview mirror. Guess he finally won that one. He drove an old blue Chevrolet, always kept the radio low. Never trusted weather forecasts, said his left knee always knew. I'd sit beside him talking, he'd nod like he could hear. Now I catch myself doing the same thing. When my own kids ride with me, I saw my father in the rearview mirror and remembered how he'd drive, both hands resting on the wheel, taking every corner wide. Thought he moved too slowly, thought he worried all the time. Now I drive a little slower and check the weather twice. Wasn't anything he said. I was fixing up his porch light. He just watched me from the steps. When I finished, he stood slowly, put one hand there on my back, said, "That'll do." Then went inside. I used to think becoming him was something I should fight. Funny, these days I don't mind. Not every part of him but some. I saw my father in the rearview mirror. Rain was easing by then. I looked once more before I turned and only saw myself again. Same eyes maybe, same gray whiskers, same old habit of driving slow. I saw my father in the rearview mirror, and I was glad to see him there. Yeah, Dad, you got me. Took a while. One deep, imperfect final bend, natural ending, no fade. My son called a little after midnight. Said, "Dad, you still awake?" I said, "At my age, that's a question you don't really need to ask." He laughed and said, "I was wondering, that old road out by the lake, was it Route 9 past the church, or the left before the bridge?" I said, "Why you asking now?" He said, "No reason, just forgot." My son called a little after midnight. Rain was tapping on the glass. Asked me things he already knew, and let the minutes pass. I didn't ask what was bothering him. He didn't tell me anything. My son called a little after midnight, so I stayed there on the line. Talked about his old pickup, said the brakes were making noise. I told him take it in tomorrow. He said, "Yeah, I know." Asked if I still had that toolbox Granddad gave me years ago. I said, "Right where it's always been." He went quiet for a while. I could hear the rain behind him, same rain outside my house. My son called a little after midnight. Didn't have much news to tell. Asked if I'd been eating decent. I said, "You sound like your mother that got one small laugh between us." Then the line went quiet again. My son called a little after midnight, and neither one hung up. Finally I said, "You all right, son?" He said, "Yeah, I'm doing fine." Then after maybe half a minute, said just couldn't sleep tonight. I could have pushed him for an answer, could have asked him what went wrong. Instead I said, well, neither can I. And we talked about the rain. My father never asked me twice when I said that I was fine. Maybe sometimes loving somebody means staying on the line. My son called a little after midnight, nearly 2 when we were through. He said, all right, Dad, get some sleep. I said, you get some too. Then just before he hung up, he said, glad you picked up tonight. My son called a little after midnight. Maybe that's all he needed. Anytime, son. Anytime. One walk, slightly imperfect final bend, very subtle rain remains outside. Natural ending, no fade. I didn't recognize my old friend at first. He was sitting by the window, gray hair underneath the baseball cap, reading glasses hanging low. I took the booth behind him, ordered coffee and some pie. Then I heard him tell the waitress, make that coffee black, no cream. Something in the way he said it made me turn around again. I said, Eddie. He looked up, said, well, I'll be damned. I didn't recognize my old friend at first. Guess he could say the same. 27 years can change a face, but not the way you say a name. He stood up there beside the table, looked me over, shook his head, said, man, you got old. I said, look who's talking, Ed. We talked about the old neighborhood, who moved and who stayed. Found out Tommy runs a hardware store, and Ray passed last May. That one stopped us for a minute. Eddie looked down at his cup, Said I meant to call that fool for years, and neither one said much. I didn't recognize my old friend at first, but that laugh hadn't changed. Still slapped the table when it got him, still forgot what he was saying. We told the same old stories, both remembered them our way. I didn't recognize my old friend at first, then 20 years fell away. Slow and near closing, waitress started stacking chairs. Eddie pulled his phone out, said, "Give me your number, man." I said, "You gonna call this time?" He said, "Don't start with me." We both laughed while he tapped it in. Then he called my phone right there. Said we'd get together soon. We said that kind of thing before, but this time his number's in my phone, and mine is there in his. When I walked in from the rain, but I knew that laugh before I left, like I'd heard it yesterday. We shook hands out beneath the awning, said, "Don't wait another 20 years." I didn't recognize my old friend at first, but I knew him when we said goodbye. Call me Eddie, I'm serious. Yeah, me too. Warm imperfect final bend, very subtle rain outside, natural ending, no fade. The waitress left 2 menus on the table. I only opened one. She said, "Someone joining you?" I said, "No, it's just me tonight." She took the other menu, poured some coffee in my cup. Rain was running down the window. I watched the traffic passing by. The waitress knew I wasn't waiting for anyone. After maybe half an hour, stopped looking toward the doorway. Every time somebody came in, kept my coffee warm and quiet. never asked me why I stayed. The waitress knew I wasn't waiting for anyone. I just wasn't going home yet. Ordered eggs around 1:30, toast a little on the dark side. She said, "You want some bacon?" I said, "Better not tonight." She smiled and said, "Good thinking," like she'd heard that one before. Then went back behind the counter and left me with the rain. The waitress knew I wasn't waiting for anyone. Didn't hurry with the check, filled my cup when it was empty. Let me sit there by myself. There are nights a quiet booth feels better than an empty house. The waitress knew I wasn't waiting for anyone, and never made me say it out loud. Started wiping all the tables down the road. Turned the little open sign off. Said, "Take your time, no rush." I looked around and noticed I was the last one sitting there. Put some money by the coffee, pulled my old coat on. At the door she said, "Drive careful." I said, "Yeah, you too." She laughed and said, "I'm not driving yet. I've still got floors to do." Funny how a stranger knows when silence ought to stay. She never asked what kept me there, and I was glad that way. Time I stepped outside, rain had settled to a drizzle. The street was empty under lights. I stood beneath the awning, buttoned up my coat. The waitress knew I wasn't waiting for anyone. So I finally headed home. Thanks for the coffee and the time. Good night. One lonely, imperfect final bend. Very subtle rain remains outside. Natural ending, no fade. I shared my table with a stranger. Every other booth was full. He stood there holding coffee, said, "Mind if I sit with you?" I moved my coat off the other chair, said, "Go ahead, it's free." He set his cup down by the window and said, "Hell of a rain." I said, "Yeah." I shared my table with a stranger, didn't even know his name. Talked about the weather first, like people always do. He said the coffee wasn't worth a damn, then ordered one more cup. I shared my table with a stranger and didn't mind the company. He said he used to drive a truck 27 years or more. Knew every highway through the county, every diner worth stopping for. I told him I still drove at night when sleep wouldn't come around. He stirred his coffee for a minute, said, "Yeah, I know about that." I shared my table with a stranger. Rain kept running down the glass. Neither one of us was asking questions better left alone. He showed me pictures of his grandkids. I showed him one of mine. I shared my table with a stranger, and somehow an hour went by. Started clearing. Waitress brought us both a check. He reached down for his wallet, then looked toward the rain. Said, "House gets pretty quiet since my wife went into care." I didn't ask him anything else, just said, "Mine gets quiet too." He nodded once. That was enough. Two old men in a corner booth, neither one looking for advice, just somewhere warm to sit a while on a long and rainy night. By by the end I knew his name. He said Frank and held his hand out. I said mine and did the same. Rain had softened to a drizzle. We walked out beneath the light. I shared my table with a stranger. We both took our time going home. Take care, Frank. You too. Maybe see you around. Warm and perfect final bend. Very subtle rain outside. Natural ending, no fade.
Found a dry spot under the awning of a store that closed at 9. Rain was coming down in sheets, running off that old red sign. I stood there with my collar up, waiting for it to ease. Then a woman came around the corner and stepped beneath with me. I found a dry spot under the awning. There was room enough for two. She shook the rain out of her sleeves. I moved a little, made some room. Neither one of us said much, didn't really need to. Just two strangers under an awning, waiting on the rain. She had a paper bag of groceries, getting darker at the bottom. I said, better hold that from underneath. She said, yeah, I probably should. I helped her move the cans into another bag she had. She said, thank you, that's embarrassing. I said, happens to us all. We stood beneath that little awning, watching headlights cross the street. She asked if rain was in tomorrow. I said, that's what I heard. She said, figures, I washed my car. I laughed and said, so this is your fault. She laughed there underneath the awning, first time either of us had. 10 minutes later, rain got lighter. She picked her groceries up, said, I'm only 2 blocks over. I said, better go while you can. She
then turned around and said, "You gonna make a run for it?" I looked up at that black sky, said, "I'll give it another minute." She says, "Suit yourself," then walked away. Never knew her name,
she never knew mine.
but for 10 rainy minutes,
neither of us stood alone. Now
her footsteps disappeared around the corner.
traffic started moving on.
I waited one more minute,
then stepped out beneath the lights.
that little dry spot under the awning was empty when I left.
Hope those groceries made it.
Yeah, good night. Good night.
Sparse pens,
Long pauses, natural amplified decay, no fade.
I heard someone laugh across the street. Rain had nearly gone. Came through an open kitchen window in a house with all the lights on. Somebody dropped a plate or something, then everybody laughed again. I stopped there underneath the maple for no good reason at all. I heard someone laugh across the street and remembered my house that way. Door slamming, somebody yelling, "Dad, tell him to give it back." Shoes piled up beside the doorway, television way too loud. I heard someone laugh across the street and miss that kind of noise. Used to ask them all to settle down. People gotta sleep around here. Turn that television lower, quit running up those stairs. Someone always needed something. Someone always lost a shoe. Back then I would have paid good money for one quiet afternoon. I heard someone laugh across the street. Funny what the years can do. All that noise I used to complain about is the noise I think of now. Wouldn't want the mess back every day. Wouldn't know what to do, but I'd take one Sunday morning
with everybody home again. A little boy ran past the window. Someone called him back inside. Then a man reached up and pulled the curtain, and the room disappeared. I stood there another second, rain dripping from the trees, then started walking toward my house, 3 more blocks away. Nobody tells you when it's happening, which ordinary day will be the last. With everybody under one roof, making too much noise. Street and walked the rest of the way. Porch was dark when I got home, rain shining on the steps. I opened up the front door, didn't turn the television on. I heard someone laugh across the street, and let the quiet be enough. Too much noise, that's what I used to say. Yeah, I take a little tonight. Perfect final bend, only occasional raindrops remain. Natural ending, no fade.
I took the long way home after the rain, turned left instead of right. Road was shining underneath me, street lamps stretching through the night. Could have been home in 15 minutes, didn't have a reason not to. But the air came cool through the window, so I kept on driving slow. I took the long way home after the rain, didn't have anywhere to be. No one waiting at the window, no one wondering where I'd been. Just wet pavement in the streetlights, and an old song playing low. I took the long way home after the rain, 'cause I wasn't ready to go home. past the field behind the high school, where we used to park at night, past the little corner market. Now it's something else inside. Drove by where the drive-in used to be. Nothing left but empty ground. Funny how you know a city by the things that aren't around. I took the long way home after the rain, past 100 older days, some I hadn't thought about, some I couldn't quite place. Didn't need to stop and hold them, didn't need to turn around. I took the long way home after the rain, and let those streets stay where they were. At the light on Madison, I almost made another turn. Then I saw the sky was clearing, past the rooftops to the east. So I pointed toward my neighborhood, let the old car take me back. By then the road was nearly dry, and the radio had gone to static. I switched it off, kept driving. Not every road behind you needs another goodbye. Sometimes you just drive through once and leave it where it lies. I took the long way home after the rain, pulled in just before 3, turned the engine off and listened to it ticking underneath. Didn't sit there like I used to, thinking through another night. I took the long way home after the rain, then went inside and turned on the light. Long way home, that's alright. Had the time. I left the window open after the storm. Let the cool air through the room. Curtain moving just a little, street still shining from the rain. Made some coffee in the kitchen, though it was already late. Carried it back toward the window and sat down in my old chair. I left the window open after the storm. Didn't mind the quiet tonight. Water dripping from the rooftop, somewhere underneath the light. No television playing, didn't need it for the sound. I left the window open after the storm and let the night come in. Used to fill these rooms with something, radio or late night news, anything to keep the silence from getting quite so close. Tonight I heard the old house settling, refrigerator kick and hum. A car went slowly down the block, and everything was still. I left the window open after the storm. Cool air moving through the hall. Didn't reach to turn the radio on. Didn't reach for much at all. Sat there with my coffee cooling, hands resting on my knees. I left the window open after the storm. Quiet wasn't bothering me. Somewhere close to 4 o'clock, a bird started up outside. Little early for the morning, but I guess he didn't mind. I smiled there by the window, finished what was in my cup. Sky beyond the neighbor's rooftop wasn't quite as dark. Nothing changed inside this house. Same chair, same walls, same me. Just tonight the quiet felt a little more like peace. I left the window open after the storm, till the night began to fade. First light touched the wet pavement, turned the black to shades of gray. I stood up and stretched my shoulders,
left the coffee cup beside the chair. I left the window open after the storm. Let the morning find me there. Quiet tonight, that's alright. Leave it open. Leave it open. I left the window open after the storm. Let the cool air through the room. Curtain moving just a little. Street still shining from the rain. Made some coffee in the kitchen, though it was already late. Carried it back toward the window and sat down in my old chair. I left the window open after the storm. Didn't mind the quiet tonight. Water dripping from the rooftop, somewhere underneath the light. No television playing, didn't need it for the sound. I left the window open after the storm and let the night come in. I left the window open after the storm. Let the cool air through the room. Curtain moving just a little. Street still shining from the rain. Made some coffee in the kitchen, though it was already late. Carried it back toward the
Morning came quiet after the rain. Gray light across the floor. I could see the wet street shining through the window by the door. Made a fresh pot in the kitchen, opened up the front door wide. Cool air smelled like wet pavement, and the whole night stayed outside. Morning came quiet after the rain. Didn't ask me how I'd been. Didn't care how long I'd stayed awake or where my thoughts had gone. Just put daylight on the houses and birds up in the trees. Morning came quiet after the rain, like morning always does. Paper landed on the driveway. Somebody started up a truck. woman walking 2 doors over raised her hand and said, "Morning." I raised mine and set it back, took another drink of coffee. Funny how the world gets moving, whether you're ready or not. Morning came quiet after the rain, water dripping from the leaves. Last night's puddles held the daylight where the street lights used to be. I didn't need to name the feeling, didn't need to understand. Morning came quiet after the rain, and I was there to see it. Carried my cup down the front steps, checked that old mailbox again. Nothing there but yesterday's flyer I had forgotten in the rain. Neighbor rolled his trash can out, said, "Looks like we made it through." I said, "Yeah, looks that way." He said, "Have a good one. You too." Some nights feel longer than others. Some rain takes its time. Morning never asked permission, it just arrives. What was in my cup had a few things I should do. Close the window I'd left open, put my own shoes by the door. Morning came quiet after the rain, and I didn't need anything more. Morning came, that's alright, yeah, that's alright. Reprise the opening motif more simply. Rhodes disappears first. B3 fades naturally from the arrangement. Brushes stop. Bass plays one final low note. Only the semi-hollow guitar remains. One slow, imperfect final bend. Let the amplifier breathe and decay naturally. Natural ending, no fade.